Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, things just don't seem to go your way? You push, you struggle, but life feels like an uphill battle. What if I told you that sometimes the hardest battles are the ones we fight against life itself? What if you could stop fighting the current and let it carry you? Life has a natural flow, but many of us try to force things, trying to control every outcome. The more we fight, the more exhausted we become. This story is about Kai, a man who learned the hard way that resisting life's flow only makes things harder. Kai was 30 years old. He worked hard every day, hoping that his efforts would lead him to success. But no matter how much he tried, he always felt like he was falling behind. He had dreams, big ones. But every time he took a step forward, life seemed to push him 2 steps back. Why can't things just go the way I want them to? He often asked. He was always rushing, always trying to control everything. But the harder he fought against life, the more frustrated he became. Every new challenge felt like a mountain, and Kai wasn't sure how much longer he could keep climbing. Kai was used to pushing for results. He believed that if he worked harder and controlled every situation, everything would fall into place. But no matter how hard he tried, he felt like he was always swimming against the current. At work, things didn't go as planned. In his personal life, he struggled to find balance. The more he tried to force things, the more things seemed to slip away. Why can't I just get ahead, he thought. The harder he fought, the more exhausted he became. It felt like no matter how much he worked, he was never in control, and he wasn't getting closer to his dreams. One evening, Kai sat with his grandfather, a wise old man who had lived through many ups and downs in life. Kai shared his frustrations, how life never seemed to work out despite all his effort. His grandfather listened quietly before speaking. Kai, you remind me of a man trying to row a boat upstream. The harder he rows, the further away he gets from his destination. But if he lets the current take him, he'll get there much faster and with far less struggle. Kai stared at his grandfather, confused. What do you mean? His grandfather smiled gently. Life has a natural flow, my boy. You can't fight it. Sometimes, you need to relax and let it take you where you need to go. That night, Kai couldn't stop thinking about his grandfather's words. The next morning, he decided to try something different. Instead of trying to control everything, he would let go and see what happened. He made a choice to take things one step at a time. He didn't need to rush. He spent the day focusing on the present moment, doing his best without pushing too hard. And for the first time in a long time, he felt a sense of peace. His problems didn't disappear, but they felt easier to manage. Kai started to realize that by letting go of control, he wasn't losing anything. He was actually gaining peace and focus. As days went by, Kai noticed small changes. The tension he had been carrying for so long started to fade. At work, he found that the tasks were more manageable when he didn't try to control every detail. He still worked hard, but now he worked with the flow of life instead of against it. Kai's relationships began to improve as well. He stopped forcing conversations and started listening. Life became less of a struggle and more of a journey. Kai realized that embracing the flow wasn't about giving up on his dreams. It was about trusting that things would unfold in their own time. And in that trust, he found the strength to keep moving forward. 1 year later, Kai stood at a crossroads in his life. He had accomplished much, but more importantly, he had learned the value of letting go. He no longer fought life's flow. He embraced it. I don't need to control everything, he thought. I just need to trust the process. Life had become smoother, not because it was easier, but because he had learned to move with it. Kai smiled to himself. Life doesn't need to be a battle. Sometimes, all you need to do is stop fighting and let it carry you. If you're feeling overwhelmed by life's struggles, remember Kai's story. Stop fighting against the current. Let go, trust the flow, and let life take you where you need to go.